Parliament resumed service today, and amidst the workings, a committee of all-party politicians looking into the Middle East and the state of the so-called peace talks. Before them, former Prime Minister Mr.Tony Blair, now an envoy for the quartet. His present views.
In the end, the quartet can only move as fast as the process overall moves. And the truth is that since the Intifada in the year 2000, there has been an extremely difficult situation, both in relation to the Palestinian side internally, but also in respect of the relationship between Israel and the Palestinians and the international community. I think and hope that with a new American administration that has set as an objective moving this peace process forward now at the beginning of its time, and also a renewed desire for partnership on the part of the Arab world, I think now is the moment when, as it were, everybody can come into their own and play a real part, provided we can get a process moving that is credible and clear.
Finally, from me,
and the chances for a two-state solution.
In the quartet.
I think it is still possible, but more than that, I think it is the only solution that works, because I don't know the alternative to it. I mean, the alternative is presumably a one-state solution, in which case there is going to be a big fight. And I mean, I think, look, my view of this has changed somewhat, I would say, since I was dealing with it as Prime Minister of the UK, in the sense that I am, even more than I was, 18 months ago when I first got engaged, I'm absolutely convinced that it is only if we change the reality on the ground that we will create the context for a successful peace negotiation. In other words, I don't think that the issue is that the questions of territory or Jerusalem or refugees or these other issues are incapable of resolution. On the contrary, I think most sensible people can see more or less how you might find a resolution of those issues. If you don't mind if I just, the map that is of...
But it was still a difficult road ahead for all sides.
Which is the kind of... For Israel, their on-the-ground reality is this. They will not agree, in my view, to a Palestinian state unless they are sure that such a state is a stable and secure partner for peace. Right? You could have any amount of negotiation over the territory, exactly what happens in Jerusalem, but my view is, my judgment is, that the basic Israeli problem is more fundamental than that, and it is about security, and it is that they worry that if they get what happens in Gaza on the West Bank, then they will lose their essential security for the state of Israel. Now, the Palestinian reality on the ground problem is a different one. That is, because of the Israeli preoccupation with security, then what the Palestinians have on that West Bank area, and you can see this if you look at the other map, is that the Israelis basically, in order to, as they see it, protect their territory, they've got a network of access and movement restrictions, of roadblocks and checkpoints, a whole civil administration set of permits that need to be cleared. And the Palestinians feel, this may be supposedly our territory, but we are deprived of the proper use of it. So the Palestinians feel oppressed, they feel it is unjust, they feel that the majority is made to pay for the activities of a small minority, and their problem is very, very simple. They cannot see that a state is possible with this network of restrictions. So, if you like, each side has an on-the-ground reality that is their essential problem and that holds back the credibility of this process. And that's why my view is you have to deal with both sides' reality problem in order to get the political process working.
No doubt this complicated issue will remain in the spotlight of debate and discussion.